supply store. On the back of this, I want to say it goes over everything, you guys, from how to actually prepare it, how much water you need, how much per ounces. The contact time on this one actually says 10 minutes. What that means again is that you should spray it on the surface. The surface should be wet for 10 minutes in order for this to actually work. All right, so if you're like, oh, well, I cleaned my table off with it, I don't know how she contracted anything. Did you leave it for 10 minutes? Did you mix it the way that the manufacturer actually asked you to? Okay, make a jar of barbicide. Maybe for you, someone else, maybe we'll have a client, but I want you guys to kind of get in the habit of doing shop things, all right? So if you're coming in and you don't see one made, make one is fine, or make two, just for us. We can always pull it out at the end of the day. All right, so the barbicide concentrate, this one has 0.05 ounces to 8 ounce water, 1 cup. We already have everything pretty much marked off. The line kind of erased and I'll rewrite it. But I would say get you a measuring cup. If you're like, Miss V, I don't know what 16 ounces of water look like, or what cup should I use? Just get you a measuring cup. All right, you have it right on here, 1 pint, 16 ounces. Just fill it up with water and then come it in and then pour in your solution. Remember, it's always water first and then disinfectant. I'm gonna go and clean this one out and we're gonna start. No, it wasn't. They're in the inventory room though. Oh, right there. They're in a box on the floor. I saw them earlier.
So for the barbicide, does it expire, or like when does barbicide expire?
The actual entire jug or the one that you mix up?
No, the entire jug.
That's a good question. Let's see.
I kept Googling it and it said it doesn't, and then some website said that it takes like 12 months after opening. I have no idea.
Okay, yeah, that is an actual good question. No one has ever asked me that. I actually just kind of go down through it. So, and I think you will. If you're mixing your EPA every day, you should actually go down through it. But in the event that, you know, maybe you take a hiatus from doing actual nails, expiration date on here. I'm gonna actually look that up and research that for you. Let me get that back to you, okay? So and this is kind of see, just in case, if you just have some sitting around, you just have. No.
Now you open.
Submerge our implements all the way in. So for 32 ounces, there are 2 ounces of barbicide. All right. Again, water first, and then you come in with your actual solution. And you have it marked off. It's a little line down here. You guys can see it. I'll make it back darker before you guys start to mix this. And then pour your solution directly. You don't have to mix it or anything. Everything will kind of like settle itself. And then that's how you make it. I'll bet you want a couple you guys go through. And we'll make all of them, you guys, just for today. If you want to get a chance to kind of play around with it and make it yourself. Now, after you've made your barbicide, now you're going to clean your implements. Remember, you cannot just stick your implements inside of here. All right, there could be some skin on it, dust. Anytime there's like dust or anything inside of the actual barbicide, it doesn't work effectively like it should. All right, it's messing up its effectiveness. So again, if it's more than just you in the shop, or it's just you by yourself, just make sure you come through some days and just kind of check it out. Make sure nothing's floating around in it, because if there's something in it, then unfortunately it will not be working as it should. And you can go ahead and make a new batch. This should be poured out daily and made every day.
So can you pour these down the drain?
Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Yeah. Now your monomer liquid and stuff like that, please absorb that with a paper towel. Acetone, please go ahead and absorb that up with a paper towel and then get rid of it. All right. You ever just pull it down the drain? Unfortunately, we get this new sink. Since the nail techs didn't know. All right. And so I had a group. I was like, we're like, Miss V, we got the pipes done, and when we looked inside of it, it was just all hard acrylic. He's like, oh yeah. So I just want to make sure I'm letting you guys know, even for home media, Make sure that you're not pouring it down and drying this. You guys are ready to buy some new pipes. All right, so after that, very first thing you want to do is clean soap and water and remove all debris off of your implements. Come in, wet my brush. I like to pump my soap into my brush and then scrub my soap. And again, we want to make sure we're removing all dirt, debris, oils, all that stuff can contaminate your disinfectant. Funny thing, Miss Samantha was back here giving a class on this, not to shade her or anything, and they were like, so what is it called again? And it's called EPA. And we were like, no, it's called disinfectant. And she was like, no, it's called EPA because once you mix it with the water, it's EPA. Because we couldn't fire you. You are getting fired. So no, you guys, this is called disinfectant, all right? And the company who regulates that is EPA, all right? So I'm like, what EPA at? They're not here. They're somewhere in Texas in their own little corporate office. It's disinfectant, all right? Make sure you're using the proper term. All right, I'm cleaning mine, rinse them off. Make sure you guys rinse all soap and water off. You do know, you guys have been going to nail shops for a long time. These can be soap and water and disinfectant as well, all right? Make sure you have a container, you know, dirty brushes, clean brushes. You don't want clients picking up dirty brushes and washing their nails with them. Just remember, these can be cleaned with soap and water. And again, you just kind of pump the soap in it. Go through, clean it out really, really good. Rinse them, and it can go inside of your disinfectant. Once I rinse these off, I'm just going to go ahead and pat them dry. Just to ensure everything, all the soap is also done. I don't want anything to get inside my disinfectant and contaminate it. Now, a lot of these do come with a little basket on the end, so you pretty much just zip it up. Place your items right in here, and then go ahead. 10 minutes. All right, you guys, if you forget that, you can always read the back of your manufacturer label, but universal time is 10 minutes. After it sits for 10 minutes, I'm not gonna let mine sit for 10 minutes, but I want you guys to be able to see the entire process. You're gonna take these out. The bottle definitely recommends that our hands do not come into contact with this, you guys. I believe over time, just with anything that we use, overexposure, you may kind of develop some type of contact dermatitis. Not really cool, put you out of business for a while. You can't make any money, so be very careful when you're picking these up. Even if you want to like get a glove, that's fine too, but you don't want to touch the actual liquid. Once they come out of the EPA, you have to rinse that solution off. So come through, rinse all your implements. I do suggest too, when I went through school, our teacher had us to like mark hours, because all of you guys are probably going to be having all inside. I would suggest before you start, put a little polish on yours. Make sure you guys don't have the same color. So therefore, when you guys are here, and maybe both of y'all implements or maybe inside of the solution, you know which one is yours. So I'll probably say before you do this, go ahead and mark them with like, get a bottle of polish, mark the color on the inside so you know which one is yours. We only have like 4 jars, and I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to wait and everybody want to get it done. So that's how you can determine or distinguish yours from anybody else. Go ahead and polish it with just a little bit of polish color so you know which one is yours.
Oh, some up there?
Oh, okay, then we'll put them all. I don't know exactly what there.
Follow me this way? Yes, there.
So what we have are these sterilization packs. You put your name on these just so you're gonna get everything mixed up, but they can go in here. Again, especially if you have a business salon, it's to kind of keep, you know, you guys from mixing everything up. You put it inside this pouch. And universal time for this particular one, this sterilizer was 10 minutes. Again, always read your manufacturer label just to see what the time is. I found this one on Amazon. It was like $59 or so. But you come in here, you place your implements in here, and allow them for 10 minutes. You can set a timer if you need to. But allow those to be in your sterilizer machine for 10 minutes. Alright, and that's the whole cleaning, disinfecting, disinfecting sterilization process. Remember, this process kills any spores that we cannot see or what the disinfectant did not get away. Alright, so my second thing I want to talk about was the log. Again, we don't have to have a log to log or when we wipe the station down or when we scrub or mop, but for the pedicure section here, the blank one, you always want to customize it on how you want it to be or give you an idea of what you need. But when you come in here, you write the date, the time you actually cleaned the chair, your name, your license number, and pretty much what you did. So they have 6 options. Either you didn't use it that day, you still have to mark it, okay? Either you use a liner and dispose of it. That's a little bowl liner that you put inside the bowl. The portable jet was used and cleaned. We don't have a portable jet here, but when you get into salons, they will have those jets on the actual machine. You have to break that down, open it up, and then clean out all that little stuff. You guys see it, like once you get out there and start working, you're like, oh, this is what this is talking about.